So just because you took a girl on a date, you think you got laid?
He got so drunk that they had to like carry him home.
What? No one gets drunk.
Half the girls were laughing hysterically. The other half were crying on the floor in the middle of the train.
He had the mustache.
Like Nick's mustache?
I just feel like if I have a tailored suit, I'm gonna walk like Vince McMahon. Like,
All right, welcome back to the Ready Set BBQ podcast. This is our first episode of season 6. We took a little break, kind of like a long break, or a winter break.
Technical difficulties last week.
Yeah. But we're back. I'm your host.
Missed us.
I'm your host, Aaron. Here we got,
Jaime Daddy, your usual?
and over in LA, as always,
Hiram Xavier from Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
I don't know
Okay.
if grass is green, but okay.
where is Paradise
yeah,
City? Is he referring to LA?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know exactly where Paradise City is,
I'll have to Google that.
but I guess the girls are pretty out here. I don't know about the grass.
I don't think you got green grass, but
We're not allowed to water our grass.
exactly.
They got the grass.
Figure itself out.
Monitors.
It survives on its own.
Isn't it raining over there right now?
Yeah, for the next 3 days, we're getting some rain.
Oh, so we probably have the same weather right now.
Yeah, we've had rain last, 3 days? 2 days?
Yeah, people lose their minds out here when it rains. I have no idea what to
Oh,
do.
Valley does the same shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So normally we start with headlines, but I thought we'd change things up a little bit. We're going to start with a rant, and we'll take turns every week. But today, Jaime gets the honors because I think a lot of our
Whoa.
fans are going to have that same
Rant.
feeling of disgust. And Jaime knows what I'm talking about. So
Yeah, we should
Go
have
ahead,
done,
Jaime,
we should have
take
done it
your-
last week, but no. My rant is about my team, the Cowboys.
Oh God.
I have no fucking clue what's wrong with these guys. Like even Little Bear wants to get on the podcast, and he has a rant, but I don't know what to
Don't
do.
don't go easy on them.
I
Let
don't
them
know.
have
I
it.
mean, honestly, I was ready to fire Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy, but then I sat back and thought about it. I don't think it's the right thing to do to fire your whole coaching staff, but it kind of looks like Dan Quinn's going to come back next year too. I don't think nobody wants to hire him after that fucking blow up against Green Bay.
What about Dak Prescott? You're giving him a pass?
Dak Prescott, I give him a pass because in reality, what else can we get? I mean, hopefully I want him to sign. If he could sign for like $40 million again, like the same contract, go for it. If he wants 60, ship your ass out, bro. Like 60 million is ridiculous.
Go
I
after
mean-
Jimmy G.
Oh, come on, please. We want to get a little bit better. I'd rather go with Trey Lance than over Jimmy G. But no, the Cowboys, I don't know what's wrong with him. I really think it's Jerry Jones. I think he just doesn't allow nobody to be nobody, and it just sucks. It sucks to be a Cowboy fan, but I'm still gonna be
I mean,
a Cowboy fan, and it is what
Jerry
it is.
Jones is not out there in the fourth quarter playing the game, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
neither were the Cowboys.
neither were the Cowboys
be honest.
exactly. But I mean, I blame this loss more on the defense. I would rather keep Mike McCarthy and fire Dan Quinn because that guy's in the last 6 weeks the defense went to shit. It's supposed to be elite and it just sucked. But oh well, we always got next year, and like we always do. I mean, we have ever since 1995, we always had since next year, right? So
Yep.
fuck it, it is what it is, and they just piss me off.
Next year's your year.
Every year's our year. So, but fuck it. I mean,
And
they just piss me off.
There you
But
go.
oh well.
there goes all that Facebook action from all the Texans and Cowboy fans that were going back and forth with each other.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
quiet
that's pretty
now.
sad.
Now Facebook is quiet again.
Yeah, but I'm rooting right now. I'm rooting for the Lions and Ravens. Probably that's what I'm rooting for.
Wow, that's
won't-
like
he
half the
won't.
teams that are left. You're just
Yeah.
gonna pick like 50% of the.
Well,
the
I'm talking
field?
about like who I think is going to go to Super. Who I want to go to Super Bowl next year. Because I'll say no matter what, the Niners are the Niners. Yes, they've got Super Bowls, but their win is 1 year farther than the Cowboys, so it's okay.
Yeah, like he was just cheering for the Packers the whole game.
I
It
was
just
cheering for the
like-
Packers all game. I mean,
Well,
the
I hope
Eagles
you
and
cheer
Niners.
for the Lions because you seem to have the worst luck. So cheer for the Lions on Sunday.
I will be cheering for the Lions, but I guarantee there's one thing's for sure: the Cowboys' last Super Bowl win was before the Niners. That's all I got.
That's true, but we've been to a couple since then.
So just because you took a girl on a date, you think you got laid?
Usually,
Well, apparently the Niners been on 4 dates after that, and they never got laid.
well, the Cowboys joined the covenant nunhood because they haven't even gone on a date.
They're not
Well, they
getting
haven't
the
gone on a
dates.
date, but they got
They're
laid.
nuns.
They got laid the last time before the Niners did.
before the invention of condoms.
They're still using like sheepskin back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, on the other side of that, the Niners are still winning, so that's
Niner, baby. Top 4.
NFC Championship.
Only 4
again.
left. Now, I'm
Yep.
not going to get too far ahead of myself here because we were in the same spot last year, and the injury bug got us, and it seems to be coming after us again.
Yeah,
We had a little-
Debo's hurt.
Is
Debo's
this
hurt.
Is this the best weekend of football, or is it next weekend? Would you rather have 2 games per day, or just the NFC Championship, AFC Championship?
I prefer this weekend, tell you the truth, because there's more options.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you
I
got
prefer
4
you get
games,
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's cool.
Like once there's this, our only thing is on Sunday, and it's over. Like
yeah, sometimes those games are like, I mean, this one's like, you get to go to the NFC Championship, AFC Championship. That's a big deal. So
Yeah, so it's. I mean, everybody's fighting for. I mean, this year. I mean, who thought the Baker and Goff had a chance to go to Super Bowl, right? I mean, to the championship game.
exactly.
So, but I mean, even Jordan Love, who played the Niners, right? I mean, Jordan Love's really like it was kind of. I didn't want Jordan Love to win it either, but
So the Bills and Chiefs just had another epic back and forth. Like
Yeah.
they always do. Came down to the wire.
Chiefs always find a way. I told you guys, man. I said it's Chiefs who find a way to
That's-
always get
I
there.
thought so too. And of course, it comes down to a
a missed field goal,
missed field goal.
which I would have won $300 if he would have made it. Well, I wouldn't
Wide-
have won, but I would have been in the vicinity closer to win.
Laces
Wide
out.
right, as they say that Buffalo's least favorite expression.
Scott
Wide
Norwood back in the
right.
day. I think they should have beat the Giants when they back in the day.
Did you all see Jason Kelce jump into the crowd shirtless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
But how
coming out
drunk
of the
was that
booth?
guy? Because I saw a TikTok like before the game
Well, like before
that
the
he was
game,
in the Bills
has a-
Mafia.
before the game, he's there in a shirt that said something Yeti Life. I don't know what. But it looked like a red shirt, but it didn't look like a cheap shirt. And then the next time they cut to him, he's shirtless, like after Travis scores a touchdown with a beer in his hand. And it's like, and then the next time they cut to him, he's in the crowd shirtless.
Like he jumped out of the
Yeah.
he
window.
jumped out of the window to go hang out with those guys. Is he like the most like just like dude? Like even the fans
Well, they
know he's not
say-
cheering for him and they still embrace him because he's just like a
If you,
dude.
if you watch the show, his Netflix show, they talk about his first date with his now wife, and like he got so drunk that they had to like carry him home on that very first date. He goes, I don't know how she married me after that.
Wow.
But,
Going about it
but
the
he
wrong
got
way.
like passed
Yeah.
out, and like his buddies had to like.
We always try to take it easy in the first day, but he went balls to the wall.
No, he
But how much?
fucking-
That's a big dude. How much drink does he need to drink to get drunk? Like to be able to carry him out. That guy has to probably drink like a fucking gallon of fucking like.
Dude, that beer
Purple
looked small in
Passion.
his hand. It looked like he was drinking a mini beer.
Yeah,
it
like
looked
the,
real tiny.
like the little ponies.
Yeah.
So, but that guy probably been drinking since like fucking noon that like today.
Well, he's retired now. He's
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna live a good life. I mean, I think with the whole podcast and his brother dating Taylor Swift, I think it just like blew their whole bull.
He probably went and ate at all the tailgates and all that stuff before the game,
Yeah.
Like if he was a part of the Bills Mafia.
But I wouldn't mind being that guy. I'll tell you that much. Fucking offensive linemen are the shit because I mean I was an offensive lineman, so
If Travis
and I was a
Kelce
center
smart,
too. So Travis Kelsey's yeah, I give him props. I like Travis Kelsey. I hate
if
the
Travis
Eagles.
Kelce's
Jason
smart,
Kelce.
if
Jason Ke-
Travis
oh, Jason
Kelce's
Kelce.
smart,
That's what I
he'll leave it in. You know what I mean?
Oh, Travis, yeah, Travis should do that. Did you
That would
see?
he'd be made for life.
So I was seeing a video today that they're in Buffalo, and that was I guess she was somewhere in New York. Well, some Buffalo Bills fan took over the sound of Taylor Swift's concert
Oh yeah.
and started like they were like just basically like put on the Bills music, like they were like yelling "Go Bills" and shit like that. And she was just like ah fuck, what the
Well,
fuck?
Came back to bite him in the ass.
Oh, it did, but I mean I thought that was
Oh.
pretty funny.
So we were talking about the first date with Jason Kelce. I heard I saw a little snippet. You've seen that podcast with Carissa Thompson and Aaron Andrews?
I've seen some snippets of
clips,
it on
right?
Facebook or Instagram, something.
So Carissa Thompson said when you go on a date with a girl, depending on what she orders, that's a clue to if you're going to score or not. So, in other words, she said if she orders salad or something very dainty, then more than likely you got some chances you're going to hook up that night. If she orders just like a big old steak or like whatever, like just a ton of food, She's not hooking up with you at night. She just like
Because she
you know.
sees you as
Wow,
a
I never
friend.
thought of it,
she's
but I
like,
think
"Oh,
you're
just
right. But I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's like we talked about earlier before.
Like, you
Like,
said, you don't want to go on a full stomach.
exactly. It's like we talked about it before on that first date of where you take your girl on the first date. Like, well, depends on what you want because you can't go eat like Italian on the first date and come out full.
Yeah,
Because
we've
if
talked-
something happens around, well, you're gonna be like, well, I gotta roll over there, like shit, like you know, like
And that's why it stuck with me because we've talked about it before on the podcast, but then they were talking about it too, like how
yeah.
you know.
I never thought of it that way, but I think you're right because it's you get a little salad. I mean, when in our 20s though, we could eat where the fuck we wanted to eat and go do whatever we needed to do, right? But nowadays, like I'm a little full now. So I like that idea. I like Aaron. Who was it?
Carissa Thompson.
Carissa Thompson.
Well-
Oh, she's badass though. I like Carissa Thompson.
She was talking to Aaron Andrews on their podcast.
I feel like all they talk about is drinking Chardonnays and like
Yeah.
the middle of the day, going to yoga.
Those chicks are probably two
Like-
drunk chicks. Also, they're probably always drunk. Also,
I mean, they have money, and then like their jobs are like what, like 1 day a week, like sideline reporting or whatever. I'm sure they put some more homework behind it, but
I mean, how much? I mean,
I'm sure a lot of their day is free. Like they can do stuff.
how
No,
is-
I'm
I
sure
mean,
they work. I'm sure they work hard, but they live hard too.
But how hard is it to work to watch football and talk about football? Like shit, I think that'd be the dream job ever. Like,
Yeah.
just to discuss football, discuss like sports all day long. Like that'd be the dream job. Oh, I gotta watch some tape. So okay, well let me watch some tape then. I'm watching games. What a big fucking deal, you know?
So we were talking about Taylor Swift. Have you all heard the term WAG?
White
No.
ass
The
girl.
the WAGs.
White ass girl. That makes. That
I
might
think-
have some.
I guess.
that
I
might have
guess you
something to do
could
with
say-
it.
I mean,
The wag.
it stands for the wives and girlfriends of like the NFL players or athletes or whatever. Because Taylor Swift's making the WAGs very popular.
I don't know, man. White ass girl that could fall into Taylor Swift category
Well,
too.
I mean,
so.
Simone Biles wouldn't be in that category.
wouldn't be in that
because
category.
Oh, I guess if someone buys the wag, I guess
She's-
that
she is a
Paul
WAG.
Drive,
She's married to one of the Packers, and that Kyle Juszczyk guy, whatever his name was, with the Niners.
She made him. Taylor Swift made that chick a shitload of money.
I know. She's making like clothes for all the WAGs and everybody in the
Exactly.
league, like going crazy.
Yeah, because I forgot whose girlfriend it was also posted, and it was like she goes, "Oh, I got my
Her puffer jacket.
yeah, their puffer jacket with the guy with her boyfriend's number on it." I was like, I forgot who it was. Who was it?
She
The
made one
WAGs.
for
We-
Taylor Lautner with like Hutchinson's number. What's up with that? That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, at this point, you want to get your product out there. Do you really care?
No, but it's just weird, like for a dude to have a puffer jacket of one of the players on the team.
So
He
in
bought
the
it for his
WAG
wife, you
community,
said?
It was for him.
Oh, for him.
in the WAG community, are the wives allowed to hang out with the girlfriends?
Well, Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift are BFFs now, aren't they?
That's true. But what if the player has a wife and a girlfriend?
I don't think those hang around. I think
Now-
if you're the girlfriend if you're the wife on the side or something, and you have a
But-
girlfriend, so
Is Taylor Swift more of a WAG, or is Travis Kelce more of a, what would you call it, a HAB, husband and boyfriends? I don't think that's a real term, but
No.
if there was,
no, because the thing about what
but
makes
she's more famous than him, and he's there on the sidelines at her concerts and stuff. Like I think non-football people see him as like he's the boyfriend, right?
I can see what you're saying, but I mean the fact that
The trophy husband.
She can't. I mean, he's on the sidelines, you know. But I mean, like when Taylor Swift, the girlfriends are there, even with Brittany Mahomes, they're always panning to them every freaking like 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're at a concert of like Taylor, like, they're not panning to
Because nobody knows who he is.
Exactly.
They're patting to her because she's more famous than him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she is more famous than him.
Is he more like we were obviously the fame is on her side, right? So is he? I
Obviously.
think he's more famous for being her boyfriend than she is. She was already famous. She didn't
No,
have Travis Kelce.
I can see that. But I think like I said, I think she's reliving her high school days. She got the jock boyfriend.
Oh yeah, so I was talking about that with Jaime. That doesn't it seem like she missed out on all that in high school, going to the games and wearing the Letterman jacket. So now she's kind of doing that with Travis Kelce. It's like if like it almost looks like a little high school relationship. Like she's at all the games wearing his jacket and like all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
I can see that.
Also, her
A
cat
wag.
made $97 million
Dude,
last year.
that is the most stupidest shit ever, guys. I should have made a rant on that shit. Like, how the fuck is a cat worth $90 million?
That's just
What
what
was
the
the
cat
cat
made
doing?
last year.
Okay,
That was just the
yeah.
1 year.
Does the
Like-
cat have like a social media page or
I
something?
guess. I don't know. I had no idea that they were making fun of Travis Kelce because her cat has made more money than he has in his career, or double than he has.
dude,
Well, I
these
imagine the
Swifties are
cat has
fucking
like a social media page,
crazy.
and then
Yeah.
like none of us will
sponsors,
make
like,
$90 million
probably
in
buy
our
ads and stuff.
lifetime, and just cats make a cat is making $90 million.
Maybe if they listen to this podcast because they know we're talking about Taylor Swift.
Oh, we need a hashtag Taylor on our.
Yeah.
Well, not that Taylor. Taylor Swift.
We'll take you on, Swifties. We'll
Yeah.
take you.
You,
Make us
you can
famous.
come try to cancel us, please, because we can get us notoriety.
All right, that's enough of Taylor Swift. Have you heard that they're bringing back the classic Pizza Huts?
Someone, I think you told me that when I was down there recently, because I said I passed by a Pizza Hut, or asked if the Pizza Hut was still open or something like that. If you could still dine in into the Pizza Huts.
Yeah, but it's kind of shitty now. But I like that. But I wonder, do they on those classic ones? Are they bringing the classic menu back also?
That I couldn't find out. I was like trying to find. I know
Like
that
the
there's
little
one
personal
in
pan
Mercedes.
pizzas.
Yeah, and the Book It Club. Can I still go get my little personal
My
pan?
little personal pan. No, but not even that. It's the lunches, the whole bunches and the
Yeah,
fucking.
the lunches are cool.
What was it? They had all kinds of different names to them.
The whole bunch, or I don't know. They had different ones. But
I
yeah,
don't
man,
know. I don't think it's gonna make it.
I think
I
what
think
they're
we're
doing, those
starting to.
are trying to keep Pizza Hut relevant. Is Pizza Hut even still relevant nowadays?
I think just like brick and mortar places. It's just now's not the time. Everyone's going online or just picking up, or
nobody
like
wants to
everything
hang
has
out
to.
anywhere.
Nobody wants to sit in the, unless it's like a restaurant. You're going to dinner,
No, but I mean, I remember back in the day we used to go to Pizza Hut. It was a badass little family thing, don't you think?
Yeah, you had
yeah,
the
back in the
jukebox
day,
and you had all that stuff.
yeah.
The parents would just bring the endless pictures, and they'd bring pictures of beer, and like we're just eating pizza, and everybody's getting the parents are getting drunk. We're just eating.
the red cups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no one does that anymore.
What? No one gets drunk?
People have the food delivered to them now. You know what I mean? Why do you have to go anywhere when you have all these services that will
Well, I think
deliver?
okay, like us single guys, I could see that. I don't want to go nowhere, whatever. But if I have a family, I mean, I have a couple kids I gotta take out, my wife.
go to Peter Piper.
Let's go to. But Peter Piper's the pizza was a different level. I mean, I still think Pizza Hut's the best like pizza you can buy like a regular around, like at the chains. You know, like yeah, you have these badass like places, but I still think Pizza Hut is between Domino's, Little Caesars, stuff. I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had. It's been a while since I had Pizza Hut, but
Yeah.
it's like with everything, the quality's gone down, the price has gone up. That's just
life.
what it is.
The quality of
for-
life's shitty, but the prices everything's up.
Yeah, can't get any deals anymore.
No deals.
But I kind of do want to go check out that one in Mercedes. I'll give a review of what it looks like if I make it out there. Maybe if we're smoking in the Rio,
That's a long
a little
drive.
drive by. Well, if I'm going to Mercedes anyway,
Are we even gonna do smoke in the Rio?
doesn't look like it. But
Johnny's over here limping around, so.
I'd still go just to go check it
Oh,
out.
just go check it out. Yeah, but I'm talking about like staying the night, doing what we
Nah, I
need to do.
doubt it. Doesn't seem like it. All right, since we're talking about barbecue.
Rise and shine, it's barbecue time.
All right, so we got some cook-offs coming up. We got one this weekend. That's the Palmer Drug Abuse Courage Change Cook-Off.
Listen
You got
to
a
it.
week to sign up. It's this weekend. That's
Listen-
Saturday, the 27th. What are we already?
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere.
Actually, today a vendor reached out to me on Ready Set BBQ page and asked if they were still taking on vendors. So I need a referral fee for that, by the way, Nadia. Just
yeah, if
kidding.
y'all listened to our last podcast, Nadia was on here, so you could
Yeah.
hear about the PDAP cook-off.
So we'll be there. We'll probably set up a table, interview some cooking teams, just, see the whole vibe. It's at the Bird Ogden Arena this year, so that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, we're all like less than 5 miles away from it.
Right. It's super close.
Like,
That's a
everybody's
cool
like
thing for
5
us.
miles away from it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'll make it to any of the Vipers games. I mean, well, I don't know. We'll see.
fuck else are we doing?
Yeah, maybe Friday, Saturday. I don't know. All right. So also shout out to Frank Guerrero for Hidalgo County Sheriff. He's been sponsoring our past few cook-offs and some more cook-offs to come. So shout out to Frank.
We don't get too political, but RSB podcast backs Sheriff Guerrero for tooling.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So that's kind of our barbecue news as far as cook-offs goes.
God
but
damn, that was pretty underwhelming.
hold on, Jaime, I'm not done. Jeez.
Jeez.
This guy just
I'm
like
ready to
cuts
pack it
off.
up,
Like
man.
I know. I don't even get to finish a sentence.
He gets paid by the minute here, so we have
Yeah.
to be really critical with his timing. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. He's like, next topic. Um. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, we just started the new year. This is our first episode of 2024. So I kind of
right.
wanted to talk about our best cooks or best food that you ate in 2023. What stuck out in your head? Something that you try to make or something that you went out and ate? Like what kind of sticks out in your
Ooh, that's a
in
good
your brain?
question. Hmm.
And I'll go first so you guys can have a few minutes to think about it. But for me, it was the filet. I know Eric had always cooked them. I know people at restaurants always ordered them. I always thought they were too expensive at a restaurant, so I never ordered them. I thought they were too expensive to buy at HEB, so I never really tried cooking them. That's like the best cut of steak, like by far. I mean, it's just melts in your mouth. And then now that we're making them from home, it's like, wow, it's hard to go with any other steak. And I think what happened was, it used to be we could buy a ribeye for what, Jaime, like $9, $10 a pound
Something like
back
that.
in the day,
Mhm.
and the fillets are $20 a pound. Well, now the ribeye is like $17 a pound, so it's like, well, you almost caught up. So now it makes sense just to spend a few extra bucks.
I'm not gonna lie, since Eric did the fillets, like I take more. I haven't ordered a fillet in a restaurant, but I take more consideration in the fillet on the menu now. Like,
You notice it now.
yes,
right?
like before, it was like, it's a small little piece of meat, but you know what? Now, when you don't want to eat too much, get a nice little fillet. But then all these places suck to cook it too, so it's like,
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I'm not gonna say where either, but I had a fillet last week, and Hector ordered one, and his was raw, and I was like, super thick, like 2 inches thick. But when he cut into it, it was like purple, and he was like, I'm not putting that in my mouth.
yeah.
So we sent it back. They reheated it, right, and it came back like medium. So it was good. I tasted it. I go, dude, tell the waiter, I want one just like that the second time that you brought it, medium. Okay, he brings it back. It's like a quarter of an inch thick, super like flat, like a piece of fajita, and it's like super overdone. And I was just like, oh my God, why is it so hard for these guys to cook a steak at a nice restaurant?
Yes, it happened to me yesterday. I went to Palenque Grill, and I knew I should have ordered the fajitas and shit like that. But then they told me, oh, you get this plate for $2 more. You get a ribeye and you get some bacon wrapped shrimp. I asked, okay, how do you want it? Medium rare. Got it back well done. And then I was like, fuck. So I was like, I didn't want to complain, and then but the girl
I
saw
think
me.
you're
I was
kind of doing that on the podcast.
no, I didn't
right
want to
now.
complain to the waitress. Like I'm
Only
trying
to the
to
public.
play only to the public. I want you all to listen to us here. So I'm saying Palenque Girl's trash. But anyways,
So much for us not bashing restaurants.
no, I mean, we can bash Palenque Grill.
Well, they're
'cause
big enough.
They're big enough to get bashed. But like, so then they brought it back. They brought me another steak. Yeah, they cooked it. I asked for medium rare. It was a little bit of meaty. It was medium, but that thing was like paper thin. I was like, what the fuck? But that place is trash. I'll tell you that.
Getting called out.
I don't know if it was last year or the year before when I first tried it, but I think I'll just say it was last year. I think the best thing I ate somewhere at a location was the chicken fried brisket. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's just a
Yeah, that's-
game changer.
you can't go wrong with chicken fried brisket. And then when they brought the white brisket back, the white gravy back, game changer. Like I was kind of disappointed when they went to the
He
brown
did it
gravy.
for you because he told him.
Yeah.
He said you wanted the
Good,
white
good.
gravy.
By re-
RSB
By
podcast makes a
request.
difference, guys. That's why you got to understand. You got to follow us. We make a difference.
Yeah. Anything stuck out
request.
in your head that you?
Well,
cooked
I was
last year?
gonna
Well,
say
you've been fancy a lot lately, so you has a big
so
one,
much
though.
to choose from. Gucci mash.
I was gonna say the Boa Steakhouse filet with the torched butter on top that I had,
Oh.
but you guys are going filet heavy on this, so I think it just reminded me of the tomahawk that I accidentally perfected that one night.
Oh, that
at
night
3
at 3 in the morning.
where where
Oh,
half the
yes.
tomahawk steak was hanging off the pan, but somehow we just did it perfectly. We pan seared it with the new technique that I learned this year or last year. I don't know how we did it. It was just luck. We just happened to I didn't time it or anything. We're just like boom, flip it, oven time. And then we could have just been really drunk. Maybe that's why it tasted so good, but it was pretty awesome.
And proof that a vegan can cook a good steak or supervise or whatever he was doing.
True.
Yeah, it was insane, man.
But I mean, he really,
Biggest
I
tomahawk
think
I've
this
eaten.
last year, stepped up his cooking levels. Also,
Yeah, you try to make some ribs.
Yeah,
yeah, you stepped it up cooking wise because before you weren't really much of a cooker. Now you
I
cook some
did.
shit.
Meal
I
prep
did make some
with
ribs.
Emrod. That was a big spread that you and Emrod put together.
It's a big spread.
Not like that. Talking about a Le Pit.
Oh man, that's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's
Yeah,
not listening.
I guarantee she don't listen to the podcast.
I'm gonna make a clip of that right there. Just that piece.
Yeah.
Tag her.
No, like I started cooking a lot more. I'm still nowhere near an average cooker, but we're working our way up.
I mean, you
trying
tried
some
to
new
barbecue
stuff.
down here, and you kind of just had the reins to Eddie when he was cooking. He's like, Eddie, how do we do this? And Eddie started cooking. So I think you did
Like,
a
it
reverse
was like-
psychology.
Like
Oh,
a
man.
kid's cue.
Yeah,
Where
the
they're
kids'
like
cue.
supervising, yelling at him.
Yeah, I was busy. I had already used all my talent on that cucumber salad.
True. I don't know what else did I try last year. It's new.
I mean, honestly, like I haven't been to a restaurant in a long time that I'm impressed with.
Right, but it's still super expensive.
I know for damn sure. I mean, we're talking about like a grill. I dropped $106 on like a grill for trash.
Trash.
Yeah, we went to Papa Do's when it almost down, and I was not.
Oh, that was trash, man.
That's
Papa Do's. I'll
underwhelming.
never go back to that place. I always say you can tell the I guess the status of like an elite restaurant just by their menus. And these guys' menus were like laminated plastic, like it was like a diner. And I was like, this is not a menu,
And
bro.
like 10 pages.
Come to
long.
Mastro's. Come to Mastro's one day and see what a menu's supposed to look like.
I was impressed with that restaurant me and you went to go eat with though.
Oh, the Castle.
Oh yeah, they had good menu. They had like
whatever.
actual
The Castle something
Castle
I forget
Hill?
name. Castle Hill.
Castle
I forget
Hill.
the word.
Castle Hill. Yeah.
That was y'all need to try that one, guys. If y'all need to try a place that it wasn't too pricey, it was good. It was a good place. It was a good
No,
thing.
it was good. And the presentation was good too. They had like a chef there. That was like the presentation of the food was really good.
Yeah. Idami said he had given a little LA vibe for
It did,
being in the
man.
Valley.
Okay, I'll have to go try it out then.
I mean, they gotta do something about the interior of the place because it's a weird setup,
Was-
but the food was good.
Well,
There's not like a dress code or anything.
no,
right?
they were more like
No.
going off Edinburgh, Scotland. Like that's what they were like Scottish, like shit. They were kind of the decoration was kind of but it was
Your
nice.
hamburger
Yeah,
was
I didn't like
Scottish.
I didn't like
That's what
I didn't like the utilization of the space that they were with the tables and the way they were set up.
Yeah, they did.
but
They did have. Yeah, they could utilize their space a little bit better. But no,
Yeah.
the food itself was very solid.
Food's good though. Go
Okay,
check them out.
I'll go check it out. Had burgers at Eddie's house. Those are solid. Eddie always
Yeah.
puts out a good little menu there. There we go.
Yeah, he goes all out with the with like the added toppings and stuff. Like the
Yeah, but he had
Gives you a
mushroom,
lot of-
bacon.
he
all
gives you a
kinds
lot of options.
Yeah.
He's like a little Fuddruckers over there.
I was just gonna say, I felt like we were at Footruckers. Like
Yeah,
Eddie always,
gives
you
you
know.
gives you all the options, and then he even lets you DJ with his playlist.
Oh, man.
So that's always fun because we hear just the most random songs back to back.
Yep.
Party at Eddie's.
I already talked about it on the podcast, but we went to Famous Dave's in Kansas City. Supposed to be the best ribs in the world, self-proclaimed. It was just okay. It wasn't that great. And you know what? I think maybe we're just Texas barbecue is different from Kansas City barbecue, and it just wasn't for us. None of us really. The
I
sides
don't
were
think
awesome,
I've ever.
but
I don't think I've ever had Kansas City barbecue.
yeah, it wasn't. Well, at least that place wasn't great, but whatever. All right, well, guys, we can catch up with us. Reach out to us like that one person did. I was hoping to be a question about the podcast, but it was about the barbecue, so I don't mind.
He's like, you guys still around? Is your podcast still up?
Yeah.
That's his
But
question.
you all can reach out to us at readysetbbq@gmail.com. If you want to shoot us an email, people still send emails? I don't know. Or you can follow any of our social media pages at Ready Set BBQ. We've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
YouTube now?
We have a YouTube channel. There's some stuff on YouTube. Maybe some of this video will go on there.
Yeah, because now y'all gonna be able to see us now. See our ugly faces.
Yeah, that's right. And our website, readysetbbq.com. You can check out all our episodes. No longer have the store, but if you want some swag, reach out to me and we'll hook you up for a price, the Joe price. All right. Next, we talked about 2023. Now we got to talk about 2024. What did you all make any New Year's resolutions? Any goals? I like to say goals because resolution seems like something you give up on after a week. So,
Well, I'm still currently in dry January, so I haven't had a drink this year.
We had plenty in December. That's the problem.
what is technically
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, what is technically?
Well, if you count New Year's Eve, I guess that
doesn't
bleeds
count.
into the year.
Yeah,
That's what I meant by technically. So since New Year's Eve, I haven't had a
Day, I
drink
guess
of
you were
alcohol.
still partying the next day.
Yeah. But that's what I meant by that.
I would say that doesn't count.
No,
I mean,
that's why I said technically.
I never do resolutions or goal. I mean, really, my goal is the same thing every year. Like, get better as a person and move on,
Stop being an asshole.
basically. But it's hard.
That's the only one I've done so far that I can think of. But again, yeah, I don't make a list of stuff. I just try to be
I don't.
healthier, better.
I mean, obviously, everybody wants to eat better, work out, all those things.
But we're kind of already trying to do that already in our lives.
Well,
Like, for
yeah,
the most
it's
part,
not
us
like-
three, we all kind of like. I mean, maybe not all the time, but for
But
some
some of the
part of us,
time,
we're trying to like eat correct.
I think for me last year, at least cooking wise, it was like improve my sauce game. So Paul inspired me to create my own teriyaki sauce. I have a very simple kind of like
We
all
never
natural
got
one.
to pause any recipes. So
I know I had to do it on my
Those are
own
the
because Paul never
Those are
shipped
the
it out.
those are the lost recipes, man. You have to go
Yeah.
find them. They're
Um,
buried somewhere.
I made an orange chicken sauce. I made a habanero salsa. So I came up with some good stuff this year. I don't know. I think I just want to be more like professional in the kitchen, like come up with more like chef type dishes.
I mean, a lot of shit you cook, and I mean, I'm usually the one eating most of the shit you cook. It comes out very good. The little sauces you make and everything comes out pretty damn good. So you've come up with some good shit. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I made a brisket this past weekend. I did the foil boat method.
That one was
So
good.
I didn't wrap it, Jaime. I cooked it.
I noticed that when I remember
And then
when
I
I
did-
got here.
I did the little foil boat thing so the top doesn't get covered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just cooked it till it got to 205 and put it in my little like hot box for a couple hours, and that was it. Simple.
Yeah, but that brisket came out. It was real tender. Had a lot of flavor. Of course, I seasoned it. I guess that was a problem.
Yeah, Jaime seasoned it. So. Would you
But
say it was Isaac soft?
it was Isaac soft? It was well cooked. It was damn good. This guy. Then he made some ribs that day. That shit was a good thing. That was a good food. It was a good food.
So Joe's, do you all want to try?
That was a good food. What you said?
That was
a good
That was some
food.
good food. That was some good food. Sorry.
So there's
You
three.
like a
There's three
6-year-old
methods.
over here.
I guess 3 methods with the brisket. There's some people use foil, some people use butcher paper, and some people just raw dog it. They just go raw.
Like some people
no
don't
wrap.
even wrap it, right? Like yeah.
No wrap. They just go raw the whole time.
But does that
So-
come out soft? Have you ever tried it that way?
Have you ever raw dogged it?
Have you ever raw dogged it?
Oh, I've raw dogged it. I'm not
Is that
talking
what
about the
it is?
brisket. We're talking about brisket, guys.
Eventually,
Calm
it's gonna
down.
get soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a few pumps, will get soft.
Oh, Blue Chew, you wish you were our sponsors. So, pro tip there. If you want to try the foil boat method, it really does help to build a bark in the outside part.
Oh,
Like
I thought the tip was to go raw dog.
Depends. Depends who you're with. But yeah,
Yeah,
for those that want to try that foil boat method, try it out. Let us know what you think. I think what it does is it helps you maintain that bark. It
The
doesn't-
bark was real good, and I liked it because the bark had a lot of. But it kept all the seasoning on there, and it just maybe because when you wrap it, it just kind of falls down, like it melts.
a lot of times,
down.
yeah, you wrap it and it kind of like falls off.
Like
It
it melts.
doesn't-
It melts down.
Yeah.
So. And so, like
What about
under that
briskets?
foil, remember, was there just a bunch of juices just sitting in the bottom of the foil, or
Mhm.
what? Like
Yeah, it just collects at the bottom of the
I
foil.
don't know if I like brisket as much as I like fillets or ribeyes. I think briskets come out like too salty. I think it's a very salty meat.
Yeah, I mean, because it's such a big piece of meat, people tend to put a lot of seasoning on it.
well, because
the
you got-
inside's
because
not
you have
seasoned.
to.
Yeah,
Like, you have to. It's not a yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's
it
good.
is-
I'm not saying it's not good. I just say like I prefer like a steak over a brisket.
Well, yeah, but if for a
Of
party, you
course.
can't have a freaking bunch
Yeah.
of fillets for everybody. I mean,
Oh, you could, man. If you're Gucci, you
mean-
could. Maybe that's my resolution to be more Gucci
You're-
this
You're
year.
comparing a brisket that's right now it's at $2.50 a pound to a fillet that's $20 a
Dollars a
pound.
pound.
So it is obviously a cheaper cut of
Hey,
meat.
man, work a little bit harder, so they say.
So we asked the Joes what some of their goals were for 2024. Our boy George Rivera, he said his goal was to place the top 10 at a KCBS event. All right, that's pretty. I think he can do it.
I'm sure you can do it. Because it's anybody's game to tell you the truth on the cook-offs. Like once you get in there, it's if you can put some good stuff on the table, it's anybody's game.
Yeah. Johnny Deep, his goal is to
Keep his foot.
eat a cheese. I don't think his goal is to eat a salad or veggies every day. I mean, I guess that's doable. Shouldn't you eat vegetables every day though? I mean,
Yeah,
as a side,
part of you should be
you should be doing it
daily
already.
intake.
That's like not going raw dog. You shouldn't be doing it anyways, but fuck.
Jeez. So that's what we got from the Joes. I put on there. I want to win another grand championship this year, but we'll see.
Did you just you want it? No, it was last year.
They won it last year. Yeah.
I mean, but that's the same thing. That's a goal every year.
Yeah.
So-
Goal. That's a goal every cook-off.
Yeah, so I don't think that counts. Like if you go in like, oh, I don't want to win today. Why are you even in there, right?
Yeah. Like to make it out to LA this year, so we'll see. See if that happens.
That would be great.
You gonna take the bus or the train, like mom?
Jeez, no, man,
No,
I gotta
flying.
fly in and out,
25-hour ride.
in and out. Long, just quick little weekend. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know about 24-hour ride on the train. I got things to do.
What if it was that tequila train?
Oh, the tequila train. That was another
There's a
experience,
tequila
man.
train, I think, that goes from California to Mexico.
Dude, I
can't
took the- I
remember
did
There's
what-
a train
I
that goes
did-
to California to Mexico.
I did the.
I think so. It's a tequila train.
I did the
or
tequila
something like
train.
that.
Where?
You
in
did?
Mexico. Yeah, y'all never heard that story?
I've never heard that story.
We
I didn't
went
know there's
from
such thing.
Guadalajara.
Yeah. First of all, how do you remember a story if you're on the tequila train? You shouldn't remember shit.
Well,
you didn't do a good
there's
job.
a lot of
you
hazy
didn't,
stuff.
You didn't do it right.
Well, I
You didn't do
remember
it
the
right.
trip. I mean, I had to fly to Mexico. I mean, I remember the trip. But yeah, the train takes you from Guadalajara to the Herradura factory in Tequila, Mexico. And you're just passing by like Blue Agave all the way. And it's like unlimited beer or these like pre-made, they called it new mix. So it was like
Damn.
tequila-based mixed
Imagine that
drinks in a can
Imagine that shit.
or tequila shots. So on the way over there,
And how packed is this train?
it's not that packed. It's mostly tourists. Like obviously the locals aren't going to do it. So
Well,
it was like
obviously.
us, like our, Texas, RGV, South Texas people. We're about 12 deep. There was like some people from Asia, some German people, whatever, right? And so on the way over there, it's kind of cool. Everybody's taking it easy. It's like lunchtime, so you're not going to get too smashed.
Well, vacation in Mexico, I don't think there's just time that you can get smashed all day.
Well, got to kind of be careful in Mexico too. I mean, can't just
True.
get lost somewhere.
True.
So then you get to the tequila factory and they're showing you how they make it. They're giving you little tasters as you're going, right? Now, the way back, it's nighttime. Everybody's sauced at this point. We were like, I could see it on the other people's faces from the other countries that we were like the annoying Americans. Like, why do they let these people travel to these things? Like, they can't
Rebels.
control themselves. Yeah. So half the girls were laughing hysterically. The other half were crying on the floor in the middle of the train just for no reason. Like everybody was
Your
just,
group?
yeah,
Oh shit.
we were the ones. People were yelling. Like, I mean, it was just like, oh wow. I do remember feeling like we were the
annoying people in this
annoying
group.
people in the train. Yeah.
Yeah. Tequila has a tendency to get people annoyed. Like
Yeah.
if you drink a little too much tequila, you can get very annoying. You can be a very annoying person.
I don't know, I mean, I think you and I drink a fair share of tequila and can kind of control it for the most part. But I hear a lot of girls say they can't. Like with two
I
drinks, they're-
guarantee you put me on a tequila train, I'm not gonna be able to control it. That's
I don't think
Let's
you're
be
gonna be
honest,
long of a
right?
trip.
I don't think you're gonna be crying in the middle of the floor either. Like,
Yeah, but will he be drunk as fuck?
anyways, all right. Well, that's.
I mean,
our-
it's just taking and then trying different shots of tequila. Like it can get out of hand.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, it did.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like what did Brad Pitt said? Brad Pitt says tequila makes your clothes fall off. I mean, shit.
Yeah. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. Hiram, it's that time of year, man. Oscar predictions. What are you doing? You're dressing up as always. What are your Oscar?
I'm really falling off the ball here because I didn't even know
The Golden
that they're
Globes.
coming. I mean, yeah, I guess they are coming up, right?
Well, they had the Golden Globes, and it seems like Oppenheimer like swept everything.
Right.
Best actor.
I mean, I'm
best...
definitely dressing up for sure, but I don't know if I don't know. I feel like I should do, March 10th. So I got time. March 10th.
So do Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey continue pick up the gold?
Yeah, I haven't really seen shit this year. I saw Oppenheimer, but that was about it. I went to go watch. I was gonna go watch a movie the other day, and I went to the theater here.
Mhm.
Went to Cheesecake Factory to go have that shitty steak that I told you about.
You said that steak. That steak looked like shit.
Yeah, I ordered medium rare. That comes out well done. I was like, I'm not even gonna fucking worry about it.
Did you take a date?
It's a cheesecake, right? I mean, do you really want to complain about a steak from Cheesecake? You know, you're
like, it's your fault for getting a steak at cheesesteak. Like,
Did you
right? Exactly.
Did you take a date?
Yeah.
And she didn't tell you, I can't believe you're taking me to Cheesecake Factory.
No,
Cheap bastard.
no.
Like all these TikTok. Well, haven't you seen on TikTok?
Cheesecake Factory's cheap?
Yeah.
When did it become cheap?
They say it's shit on TikTok.
It wasn't like a first date or anything like that. It wasn't like trying to impress anyone.
No, but I thought. I mean, Cheesecake's a solid place. I mean, I didn't know TikTok's bashing cheesecake.
Well, the girls are.
But
no, because the girls want to fucking take their whole fucking girlfriends out and let everybody pay for them.
The plan was to go to dinner, and then the it's at the Galleria where there's a movie theater, right? So go to dinner and then go to watch a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really plan it. I was like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. We'll see what they're showing. We'll find something. I was hoping for Aquaman, but Aquaman wasn't playing. So it was just a list of all these like random movies. And so we go to the bar at the theater while we're waiting for the table at Cheesecake. And just so, she can have a drink and I can just chill. I'll have a soda water or whatever. And then the dude behind the bar, the bartender, he's like, hey man, you guys, because we're talking about movies, and the bartender's like, you guys are trying to decide on a movie to watch? And we were like, yeah, we don't really know what we're gonna watch yet. He's like, oh, I can give you some recommendations. And I was like, and this guy, he had the mustache, I knew this guy was not gonna be giving me.
Was he like I'm gonna make you an old fashioned like bartender kind of?
No, not that kind of mustache. It was more like the
mustache or like.
No, not
Nick
that.
Has the
not that sophisticated.
Mustache.
I'm talking about the one that goes like all the way down, like he's just like
the Hulk Hogan,
like the Hulk Hogan mustache.
Yeah, kind of like the Hulk Hogan mustache, and I could already tell that this guy was not going to give me like your mainstream movies like Aquaman and like stuff like that. He was going to hit me with one of these that that was not very common. So right off the bat, he's like, "Bro, have you seen Godzilla -1? It might win an Oscar. It's gonna win an Oscar."
Godzilla
no movie with the name Godzilla and it's ever gonna win an Oscar.
I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, bro, it's kind of like Oppenheimer, man. And I was just like, it's nowhere near Oppenheimer. And he just starts going off on this movie, just like, man, there's this beast, and he's just talking about how like Godzilla's not even the main character. You fall in love with the people, and they're always like, fuck Godzilla. And then he was just like, he was really like selling this movie. I didn't watch it though, but he was really excited about Godzilla -1, like Oscar worthy, apparently.
Gen Zer, right?
I don't think I've ever heard of Godzilla -1 here in Texas, in the Valley. Dude, LA, do they get like different movies to hit the theaters because?
Well, of course, yeah, of course. Like Oscar season, everyone's trying to win an award out here.
That's what it gets paid.
But then he said another movie I had never heard of in my life, and I was like, bro, are you not showing Aquaman? What do you think about Aquaman? I was just gonna be that guy. Just like the mainstream movies. He would have thrown me right out. Like, you don't know taste in movies.
But I mean, he's probably watching them all free because he worked there. So fuck.
Are you talking about didn't you live right next door to the Galleria and the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, that's where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
That place was cool, man. That bar is awesome. Like, I like that little location.
No, there's no one in that bar anymore. I'm surprised they're still open. Nobody goes there.
That's what I liked about it. It was just like had it to myself.
That's true. I guess that works for some people.
Yeah, awesome. What about the
But
Iron
yeah, I'm
Claw?
definitely gonna dress up. I'll dress up. So be on the lookout for a man in a suit in Hollywood. That would be
You
me.
gonna go buy a new suit or just something you got in your closet?
You know, I've always wanted to get a suit. I mean, it's expensive as fuck, but I've always wanted to get like a tailored suit.
But you're
You know,
Gucci Dom, so you gotta do tailor suit, bro.
You need to
I
do
know
it.
that's what I'm thinking.
You need
Like
to do it when
goes
you're
with
down
my.
here. Like
need to
you'll save a
be-
ton of money.
That's probably true.
That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe my next trip home, I'll get me a
Where would we get a
tailored
tailor
suit.
at?
I know some dudes. Well, I have friends that get their suits tailored, so they know some dudes. We'll
I
hook
just
you
feel like if I have a tailored suit, I'm gonna walk like Vince McMahon, like everywhere I go.
up. With a
Yeah.
Just
strut.
like walking down the ramp.
Conor
Just
McGregor
like-
strut
Kinda
everywhere.
strut down
Yeah,
everywhere.
just like
I just
every
think
girl in the
my weight
walking
fluctuates
into
so
a
much, I
bar,
think I
like
can do a
every
tailor
girl at the
suit.
bar. You got
Yeah, I
no
know.
chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a tailored suit this year.
What's tailor suit cost? Probably about a G.
I would think
don't
so.
know. I mean,
Maybe not down there. Maybe half a G.
Half a G.
yeah, I
Half a
would
G
say
down there.
half a G is probably pretty good.
3/4 of a G.
Now, what
Yeah.
color would you get if you got a tailored suit?
You gotta go black first.
Well, I have black suits. I think I have to go with like a navy.
I feel like black, you can't see the cuts as well. Like if it's tailored, Like,
Right.
if
Yeah.
it's navy or gray, you can see like the detail better.
Can
Yeah,
you
it'd have to be like a
suits with
navy.
boot cut?
I'm sure they can.
I think I'd wear some. I would like to wear a suit with some boots.
Sure. I mean, like
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pull that off. That's not very Gucci. It's
With some leather, fucking some badass from Gucci boots. Shit,
yeah,
you don't know
not
what it
my
is.
style.
Some nice little alligators or some fucking anteaters or something under it, matching the suit with the same color. Shit, that'd be badass. Fuck the fucking.
you
my
you
penny
go for it,
loafers.
champ.
I'm gonna
You
wear my
go
penny
for it. You
loafers
rock
so I
it.
can
you go rock it.
I'm gonna wear my penny loafers.
I'll be right behind you,
Shit,
looking like an adult.
looking like an adult. Shit, with your fucking $2 pair of shoes. Shit.
You'll be shining
Oh,
my
man.
fucking shoe.
With your $2 pair of shoes. Like, oh, let me wear my $2 pair of penny loafers that I have here. Make sure I put the
Yeah.
penny in between it so I can see the penny.
You're gonna have me some Italian leather on that.
I'd rather have some snakeskin on it.
What some lambskin?
I don't heard about lamb boots. I don't know. I never tried.
I don't know. That's the thing.
What?
Lamb
I don't know.
boots.
I don't know about some
I
lamb
don't even
boots.
think you could like even pass that off. Like it'd still be considered like a threat to anyone. It's like, yeah, what do you think about my lamb boots?
My lamb
I don't know,
boots.
bro.
Nah,
I'm
you
not
gotta
really
be like a gator
intimidated
with a
by
whole
you
fucking
anymore.
mouth and nose sticking in your
Like-
fucking boots, ready to go.
Yeah, the
I'm not
gators
really
on.
intimidated by you anymore with you and your lamb boots.
Yeah. You hitting those curves too hard with my hips and my yak and my $2 suit.
I think we
You
can top
cutting
that,
us off
guys. That's all we got. When we start talking about lamb boots and gators.
Yep.
We didn't even get a hint. He just cut us off like, oh, fuck your
Yeah,
ass.
that was a quick cut.
All right, guys. Until next time, bunch of Joes that cook like pros.
Te guacho.